Was it painful? Again, everybody's experience is different. So the way they normally describe it is that pain is like a 3 out of 10. You're just very, very uncomfortable. Like being uncomfortable is 10 out of 10. There's a lot of things that people experience. You might get nauseous, might be dizzy, sore throat, headache. It's really not supposed to be that bad, but I was very unlucky because I clenched my teeth very hard during surgery for some reason. So I woke up to this very, very, very intense pain in my jaw. It was so bad, and that was all I could focus on when I woke up. I don't remember anything else, but the jaw pain, it was so bad. I think that was the most painful part of this entire process. It lasted almost 2 days, but in a way, it made the rest of the process a little bit easier because everything else relative to the jaw pain was nothing. So mentally, I was like, well, at least my jaw doesn't hurt anymore because that was 2 days of hell. Also, I'm so glad I did my research because one of the girls that I spoke to told me that the painkillers they give you in Turkey are kind of weak. Normally, that is not a problem because you're not supposed to be in a lot of pain after surgery, but my situation was different, so I'm glad that I was prepared in case. I did bring some painkillers from Canada. We had some lying around from a previous operation, so they were very helpful and very strong. But don't take any other medicine without asking your doctor, please. Okay, back to when I woke up. So the first night in the hospital, that was the hardest night because you're getting used to not being able to breathe out of your nose. You do get used to that, but again, the first night, it's very hard. They put these huge stents in your nose, which is why you can't breathe for like the first week. And I was very uncomfortable, very tired, but just could not fall asleep for some reason. They also taped this gauze under your nostrils, which is always wet because it's catching blood and fluid from out of your nose. And it's so overstimulating having that wet cloth on your face. It's so gross. But thankfully, you only need it for like 3 days and then your nose will stop dripping. That first week, you can't eat anything super hard and solid, just soft food like yogurt, pudding, even noodles are fine. Day 2 is when I started feeling like I had a very heavy fever. That lasted until maybe day 5 or 6, but it doesn't fully go away until they take the stents out of your nose. And I think that's because of all the pressure. It's a very intense fever feeling, but again, relative to the jaw pain, I was fine. By day 3, I was finally able to fall asleep properly. You kind of get used to sleeping sitting up. It's not comfortable, but you're just so exhausted from surgery that you just have no other choice. Day 3 to 6, I was not in any pain, but I was just very uncomfortable, especially from all the pressure in my face. I finally got my appetite back on day 3. So I did eat a lot, but I was making sure to stick to very soft food. I started swelling on day 2 and it got so bad around my cheeks. Thankfully, my eyes were okay. I know some people get their eyes swollen shut, but my eyes were just kind of puffy. It was mostly just my cheeks and of course my nose. A lot of people go out and explore Turkey right after getting surgery. I don't know how they do that. I could not get out of bed. Also, because I couldn't wear my contacts and I cannot see anything without my contacts, I get very dizzy without them. So I couldn't really walk around. I couldn't use my laptop. I couldn't watch TV. All I had was my phone. So I just played a lot of Candy Crush. Also, my mouth got very dry because you can only breathe from your mouth. Again, it was terrible.